That's the difference between an okay mix and a pro mix, and unfortunately what stock plugins can do. Do you ever feel like your mixes lack depth, clarity and that professional touch, or do you feel sometimes that your track sounds a bit too digital and they have not this warm character that you really want? There is a reason why analog gear is still king in my opinion, but damn, they are really expensive. My question is there any golden line in between? Well, there are some plugins that come pretty close to this analog warmth that you are searching for. Hey guys, I am DJ Legion from Audio Waves Academy, and if it's your first time here, this is a channel that is all about teaching you everything related to music production and sound engineering. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to get that rich and analog sound using only plugins. You will learn which plugins can add warmth, depth and character to your mix and without needing expensive output gear, because I know everybody does not have such a big budget to invest on analog gear. So let's get started. The first plugin that I want to show you is from Waves, and this plugin emulates the non-linear characteristics of three legendary mixing consoles. The SSL, which in this case is the spike mode here, the universal audio, which is in this case the mic, and the Neve, which is in this case the Nevo. Each channel with this plugin gives a slightly different harmonic distortions, just like an analog desk. A lot of people do not know how this plugin really works because they think, okay, I have only 3 modes, but the secret is here above. If I go here, you are going to see in this one here that I have some factory presets. These are 32 channels from every mode. So what this means, you get 32 unique channels, so every track in your mix can have subtle variations just like an actual studio. This is perfect to add this natural depth and stereo imaging and warmth to your mix. Let me show you how it works. Let's go and start now with the drums. They sound clean, but I can think that I can go and make them a little bit better. So I'm going to add the NLS channel here on the kick and on the tom. Let's go and start with the kick. Right now the kick sounds like this with my settings here. And if I go and overdo it, you think that you might overdrive it, but no, it sounds pretty good. And let's go and play with this mode here a little bit. You can hear right away that when I have this one on +12 and I change between the channels here, it changes completely the sound of the kick. Right now, for example, it's a bit too much. Let's go and bring it back. Now let's go on the tom, and here I have another one, an NLS channel, and right now I have it on spike 1, and I'm just boosting a little bit here. If you listen carefully, you are going to hear that the tail right now from the reverb becomes more obvious because we have added a lot of saturation here. Let's go and bring it back. If you listen carefully, you're going to hear that it adds just the right amount of harmonics and punch without overdoing it. And this is what we want when we use some analog kind of plugins. By the way, if you are enjoying this breakdown, make sure to hit the subscribe button. One of my biggest goals for 2025 is to reach 15k subs. So I think it is really impossible, to say the truth, but your support would mean the world to me. Plus, I have so much more to share with you this year, so you don't want to miss it. But I want always to check out how it sounds on the drums, so I'm going to bypass it and let it play while listening only the drums. Did you listen how it sounded much better when I enabled also the rest of the track? And in my opinion, in my ears, this is what makes Pro Mixes sound so alive. Saturation is one of the best things that exists in the world. Here's how to get the best results with Waves NLS. Use different console channels on each track to create a natural variation. Be careful with the saturation because too much can make the mix sound really muddy, and experiment with console types. Each has a unique color that fits different instruments. Now let's go on the next plugin, which is going to be again an analog type of saturator, and this is going to be the HG2MS from Blackbox Analogs Design, and you can find this one on the Plugin Alliance bundle and on the UAD. So the question is, what makes this one special? It is designed to mimic real tube hardware, and it is adding this analog warmth and subtle saturation without overpowering your whole mix. This plugin has some really powerful features. The pentode and triode distortion, I hope I'm saying it correctly, which adds harmonic richness at different frequency ranges. Then we have the air circuit, which brings its subtle high-end clarity and this shine that you want. We have also saturation frequency control, which lets you shape the sound of targeting lows, highs, or keeping it really flat. In addition, we have also parallel processing, which blends the effecting for the just right amount of saturation. And one of the most important also thing here is that you have also the mid and side option to saturate. I want to show you how this plugin works right now on my drum bass. My drum bass sounds like this right now without any saturation from the Blackbox Analog Design. And if you think that it sounds louder, yes, it might sound a bit loud, but have a look here. Right now we are hitting minus 7.9, and if I go and enable it, we are here at minus 5.8. So you want to take out a little bit here from the output, and let's gain stage again and compare it. And right now you can hear right away that when I enable it, the saturation, somehow the drums become much more alive. By the way, it didn't sound bad earlier, but I think that with this plugin on your drum bass, you can go and push it a little bit more. Let's have a listen also how it sounds on the track. It is much more lifeless when I disable this plugin. I can hear right away that the drums feel more cohesive and the whole sound comes more in front, and I feel like it has that nice crispy texture that I wanted right now for the drums. If you're enjoying these tips and want to take a deeper dive into mastering techniques, I have created a course all about mastering with FabFilter plugins. It is packed with step-by-step guidance and advanced techniques to help you achieve this professional sound. You can find it on the description below. Definitely worth checking it out if you're serious about mastering. Now let's go back to where we left. In addition, if you watch carefully here on my master bass, I have also the Blackbox there, and it is working a bit differently this time. Right now I am using the mid-side option, which in this upper part of the plugin I am going to saturate only the mid part, and on the side part, on the S, I'm going to saturate only the side part. seriously, like this plugin, it makes the master sound so great. Really, I really love this plugin. By the way, if you like this plugin, let me know in the comments below, and I will try to make a tutorial about how you can go and use this plugin on your projects. Now let's go on the final plugin that I really love to use on my master chain, and I feel like it has this kind of analog kind of vibe, and this is going to be one of the most popular plugins for hip-hop producers, and this is the God Particle, which is an all-in-one mastering processor. And if I remember well, it is developed by Cradle Audio, and it is from Jason Joshua, one of the biggest mixing engineers in the game. It has different features here. It has this adaptive limiting, which keeps your mix loud while maintaining dynamics. It has some kind of analog style saturation, and it adds warmth and depth, which makes this digital mix sound not so much organic. In addition, it has also multiband compression, which balances the lows, mids and highs automatically. And it has also a kind of Baltic EQ, let's say, that lets you shape the tone without over EQing. At least this is what I have found out when I was searching what this plugin really does. So why I really love this plugin? Because this plugin is already dialed in to sound really great from the default, and you just need to feed the right signal and make some small tweaks to fine-tune it on your own likings. Right now I have it on my master chain, and it's the first plugin that comes on my master chain. What I do, I just go and deactivate the limiter and I blend in the amount. For example, this sounds too much, but it's not bad, right? I really love this plugin. It makes the sound so nice, and I don't know what really happens inside. The reason why I deactivate here the limiter is because I have another limiter that I work here on my channel, and this most of the times I'm using the Pro L2. That's why I don't need any limiting staging here on my at the beginning from this plugin. If you want to know how it works, it is pretty simple. It is also like a guide here that everything should be on the green area. But to say the truth, I don't work so much with the information that I get here. I just use my ear. I know that for some people mastering might be a bit difficult to understand, but if you really want to make sure that your master stands out up to industry standards, and you need something like that would really help you to understand how it works, I have this video here where I break down a 7-minute mastering technique that shows you exactly how to work with reference track and to come pretty close on the final sound that you really want. Check out this video and I will see you there.